Yes. Y'all are far too kind. This is Club 50 Sports, and we are headed back to the National Football League. We have some NFL coaching vacancies that have just opened up. Hallelujah. We got some coaches. We got some coaches on the move, and some coaches that will likely be taking these spots. Jared Mayo and Doug Peterson have been fired by their respective teams, the Patriots and the Jaguars. It's been a rough season for both of them. They've both finished 4-13. Um, and now they're looking to move in a different direction. We kind of saw this happening with Peterson. Some of us expected him to maybe even be a mid-season fire. I felt like there was a lot of opportunities for that to take place, and a lot of games where maybe he should have gotten the hook. But that being the case, now that both of them are unemployed and looking for future opportunities, who's more likely to get another shot at coaching in the National Football League? Manny, what do you think? Mayo or Doug Peterson?
I think I think it's gonna be Doug Peterson, Adam, because he belongs in a very special fraternity, and that's when you win Super Bowls, you might get another try. I think he deserves at least one more crack at it. You know, Trevor Lawrence, he regressed badly last year, and that's not his fault. Um, Coaching wise, I don't think he put a great coaching staff, uh, surrounding him with a great coaching staff. It's disappointing because I do like Doug Peterson. He's not great, but he's okay. I think he can go to another franchise, maybe the Bears, maybe even the Saints, and he could probably get another crack at it. Gerard Mayo, it's gonna take some time for him, Adam. He has never been an ADC, um, so I'm wondering. Uh, he might be. I think he's gonna go back to being now a coordinator for like a couple of years and see where things go from there. Hopefully, he does good and gets rehired again along with Doug Peterson. It's unfortunate. The thing with Jerome Mayo really caught me off guard. Really caught me off guard because Jerome Mayo, let's just be honest, he didn't have anything to work with Adam in New England. They're rebuilding. They're rebuilding. And Robert Kraft, I'm very disappointed in you, sir. You are horrible for giving this man a 1 year tryout. So you're gonna give this man a 1 year tryout when your team is fucking rebuilding. You're kidding me, right? No, I think especially Gerard Mayo got a very bad treatment this year. But out of the two, I do think that Doug Peterson will get eventually another head coaching job. What do you say, Adam?
Um, I think that I don't think that Doug Peterson should get another head coaching job at all. To be quite honest with you, and I understand the whole fraternity thing that you're speaking about, but the fact of the matter is that what do they call Doug Peterson? They call him the quarterback whisperer. Is that
Yeah,
what his moniker
yeah.
is? So please tell me how a quarterback under your tutelage regresses the way that Trevor Lawrence. This is a number one overall pick, so you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. If every scout or every expert said that this kid had the IQ, the frame, the arm strength, et cetera, to be the number one overall pick, and we go out there and we get one quarterback whisperer, Doug Peterson, in this building, he should be able to get this young man where he needs to be. So, what do you need to be able to get a guy where he needs to be? Have you lost touch uh, with um, the game? Have you lost touch with how to rewire, to how to motivate or get the best out of a quarterback? You had a number one overall pick in Trevor Lawrence, and it was just a debacle in my mind. So who would it take? Who would you need? Do you need Patrick Mahomes? Do you need Josh Allen? And would you be any good for their careers if they were to bring you into the mix, or would you do what you've done with Trevor Lawrence? Because Trevor Lawrence was showing signs of growth. And then enter Doug Pederson. And don't get me wrong, I understand the Jaguars haven't been good for a long time, but Trevor Lawrence has, we could probably be honest here, he's looked his worst under Doug Peterson's head coaching regime. And that just leads to question marks for me. I completely agree with you. I'm tired of seeing this happen to black head coaches,
Oh yeah.
where they get like this 1 year kind of one and done. So basically, Robert Kraft, you weren't serious about giving this guy the job in the first place because, as you stated, Manny, he understood that this is not a. They finished fourth in the East because they were expected to finish fourth in the East,
They
even
suck.
with a horrible Jets team sharing that division. That was the expectation. So why, after a 4-13 season, they didn't go 0-17? They went 4-13. Okay, why are you pulling this? Why are you yanking this guy out of there so quickly? Other than the fact that you had no faith in him and you wanted something or somebody different. That's just grotesque. It's disgusting to me. And like I said, these owners should really be ashamed of themselves, especially when they do it to black head coaches. Because how many times have you seen white head coaches get an opportunity and be pulled after the first year? It very rarely happens, and it's commonplace when you talk about black coaches in the National Football League.
It's horrendously bad, Adam. It's horrendously bad. Um, the New England Patriots are horrible on both sides of the ball. They don't have no talent. There's nothing to look for in that roster, especially on offense. There's no one there, like no one. And you seriously were thinking that you were going to make the playoffs or win 9 games or even 7 games? No, dude. And you play in a hard conference. The AFC is a pretty hard conference. Mind you, you play with Miami and Buffalo, who are decent teams, especially Buffalo. You were going to go 0-4 automatically. That's an 0-4 right there. And with the Jets, you might have like split, but
It's disgusting.
it's a horrible roster, horrible. And you were expecting for this man to go to win? No, it's disgusting. And guess what's going to happen next year? You're going to hire somebody else, and that is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to win you probably 5 or 6 games. I might even go to 7 games, but you're not making the playoffs, dude. You're not making the playoffs.
I'm tired of seeing black coaches being treated this way.
It's
I'm
horrible.
tired of seeing black coaches being treated this way. You don't see this with white coaches in the National Football League.
Rarely.
Steve Wilkes had the same thing happen to him. We don't know what's going to happen with Antonio. We'll see what happens with the Raiders, but this is a horrible way to treat a person. Treat a person. You just don't do these types of things, especially when the expectation was not playoffs. You could at least give him 2 or 3 years to see how, you
Of
know,
course.
another draft, another free agency period. But this is just, like I said, shame on you, Robert Kraft. It's that was not a good way to go about it. This doesn't make you look good.
Horrible, horrible. Guys, let us know what you think about this head coaching moves. And yeah, just please like the content, subscribe. Please subscribe. It's for free. It doesn't cost anything, guys. Um, Adam, take us home, please.
All right, guys, you heard what the man said. We are here. We love to hear from you. Make sure that you comment. Give us some pushback. We love to see that. We like to see that you are engaging with the content that we put out there. And of course, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next week on Club 50 Sports. We out.
Take care, guys.